YouTube, and welcome back to this Let's Play of Pokemon FireRed version! Yes, you'd all thought I'd be done because I beat T-Fear28, became the new champion, so I finished everything, right? Nope. I decided that for all those viewers out there who love my sexy voice and love watching me play this game, even though there's only three of you, you deserve more! So I will go back into this game and continue with the post game because it is quite long since all of this was added into FireRed version, the remake, and wasn't in the original. And as you can see, it's playing back everything I've done up until this point. And yes, previous on this quest, I actually saved the game at this location. Oh, would you look at that? Professor Oak yet again appears. Ah, Blue, you're back, are you? How much have you filled in your Pokedex? May I see it? Let's see. You've caught 67? Now this is impressive, even though that's like a third of Kanto. There's something I wanted to ask of you, Blue. Come, follow me. Well, I guess we're jumping right back into the game now, aren't we? After we just started up. Okay, so, Charmander's still there. Recently, there have been sightings of many rare Pokemon species. I'm talking about Pokemon that have never been seen in Kanto. I would love to go see things for myself, but I'm much too old. Use that excuse yet again. Since I can't do it, Blue, I'd like you to go at my place, which was the whole reason we went on this journey in the first place. Hey, I heard that! Grant's what's with this favoring Blue over me all the time? I went and collected more Pokemon and faster, too. You should just let me handle everything. I know. Of course I need your help, too. Now I need to see both your Pokedexes. Yes, and he just takes our Pokedex units and does dots, and that's done. And now these units can record data on a lot more Pokemon. Specifically, other regional Pokemon such as Hoenn and Johto. Now, Blue and T-Fear28, this time you really must work towards filling your Pokedexes. I urge you to make them the best and most complete of all time. Truly, this is a monumentally great undertaking in Pokemon history. Rams, calm down. Don't get so excited. I'll get the Pokedex completed. Don't you worry about a thing. Then I'll try looking around one island first. Anyways, I'm out of here! Came in just as soon as he left. But with that, we now have the National Pokédex, as the official term is, which can record data on Pokemon that aren't from Kanto. Although you could previously have gotten outer regional Kanto Pokemon if you had a friend who already had them and connected with the FireRed Elite Green. Instead, its data wouldn't have showed up in your Pokédex up until this point. Now, of course, this is a very long after story, which is going to be focusing on the other islands. Yes, the other islands. You remember 1, 2, and 3 Island? Well, there's actually 7 of them, called the Sevi Islands, oddly enough. And these were all 7 islands were included in this remake alone. And now that you've become the new champion and beaten your rival, who will actually appear back at the Pokemon League every time you beat him, which I don't know how that makes sense. But, now you can't actually visit the 7 islands yet. You first have to get the pass, which allows you access to the other 4 islands, all of which contain other regional Kanto Pokemon, other regional Pokemon. So let's first talk to Celio. Maybe he has the pass that'll let us do things. Blue, how have things been for you? Oh, is that right? You've caught more Pokemon. Do you know what? Maybe I can be useful to you. What's that supposed to mean? I'm on a network machine right now. I'm chaining it so it can handle trades over long distances, such as other regions. When I get finished, you'll be trading for exotic Pokemon from trainers far away, but there is a slight catch. The link to work the machine needs a special gemstone. It's supposed to be on one island, but I haven't found one yet. Who knows where it could be? Wherever could there be a special gemstone on this island? Was there an area that we have not yet combed? Does anybody remember those 2 rocket grunts we saw a while back on Kindle at Mount Ember? Yes, that's right. We're going to be heading back to Mount Ember and talking to those rocket grunts and see what they've been hiding this entire damn time. And yes, I did mention before that they would be important for the post-game. And, yeah, I'm going to put up Repel because I don't like these wild Pokemon encounters. And that is why I held off on telling you guys what those Team Rocket grunts were actually hiding, because I figured at some point I might as well cover the after game. I still haven't quite made up my mind of what I want to do after I, complete completely 100% finish FireRed, which I won't actually really be able to do, because that actually involves catching all 386 Pokemon that you can catch up until this point, which I'm not going to do. That's way too long and boring, and you guys don't want to see that. Whoa, punched through at last. Let's go treasure hunting. Any treasure we find, we'll head back to the warehouse, understood? Oh, and what are the passwords? The rock warehouse, what? You forgot the password? There are actually two. The first one's Goldie Need Log, and the second one is... intruder alert! Hey, that Snoop's been listening in! Oh, so you guys aren't gonna do anything about that? Okay, so they'll just stand there. They're not gonna do anything about the fact that I just heard one of the two passwords or need to get into, quote-unquote, the warehouse. Alright, get out of my way. You've been eavesdropping on us, haven't you? Haven't you? Spill the beans! What do you know? And yet again, Team Rocket is up to no good. Although, then again, when are they up to anything good? And of course, after fighting a whole series of level 50s and 60s, this level 37 is nothing! I mean, I eat level 37s for breakfast. Not literally, though. So, now that we're going back to Mount Ember, we're going to be looking for the special gemstone. I wonder what it is. Of course, I already know what it is, and for those of you who play the game, well, yeah, well, for those of you who already played the game, you already know everything that I'm doing, even stuff that I haven't done yet. Friggin' psychics know every move that I'm doing before I do it. Huh? What? Did I lose? Derp. Why'd you have to win? Why'd you have to lose? Did you ever think about that? Trying to horn in on our treasure, don't bet on it? What kind of phrase is horn in? I've never heard that! Oh my god, the translators for these games, I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking, or what was going through their heads. But I don't know what these rocket crews were thinking after, you know, bringing these level 30s unevolved Pokemon into a battle against me. The champion of the Kanto region, for Pete's sake. As I was saying before, you will always fight your rival for some reason, always at the Pokemon League, because he still claims to be the champion. And that's the case in all Pokemon games. You're never actually officially the champion. You're only the champion for like a minute after you actually beat the actual champion. And then right after that, they strip you of your title and everything soft resets us back to before you became the champion. Because the champion keeps treating themselves like the actual champion and not you. Which makes actually no sense, unless, you know, when the game saves and turns off and you're brought back to the title screen, that's actually supposed to signify something special. I don't really know. I don't even know how that even makes sense in the first place. We're never officially the champion. Our rival is going to actually always be the champion, no matter what we do, no matter how many times we beat him, no matter how much we cry or beg. That's just how life works in the Pokemon world, apparently. The main hero can never be the champion. Wait! But how? Because I'm the freaking champion! Develop amnesia conveniently and forget everything you've heard. What a setback to a group. You don't even think about taking a step inside you. If you know it's good for you, don't even think about this. Okay, don't conveniently develop amnesia right at this moment I beat you two up and learn your password. Wow. That's a pretty funny line. I can't really remember. I guess I didn't really read much when I first played this game. Inside Mount Ember, you're actually gonna find a different, different Pokemon in this part. Here you'll actually find Slugsmas, which are the first non-Kanto Pokemon you'll find. And over here we got ourselves quite an interesting puzzle. That's kind of relatively easy to solve. The only way you'll screw yourself over is if you push that first boulder all the way to the right. Of course, you can reset this by just exiting. Okay, we got another boulder. Another mini puzzle and random Rock Smash routes spread throughout. I guess because, you know, Rock Smash wasn't supposed to be in this game in the first place. Okay, push that all the way down. Don't really need to. Alright, now we got a fork in the road and our repel just wore off. Now I might as well just spill the beans on what we're looking for. We're looking for the ruby. That is the gemstone that we're looking for. And obviously it's called the ruby because we're in like a lava volcany place, so it kind of fits. Also, Ruby is the name of the hole in the game that they made right before they made this game, so it's kind of ironic in a way that we're looking for the ruby when, oh look, I have ruby in my hands right here. Oh man, I don't know what happens if you actually come back up here, because I didn't realize. Oh, okay, it works out normally. So I'm supposed to actually have gone this way, and that way will actually lead back to the entrance as a shortcut rather than walking all the way back through those puzzles. It's because the puzzles aren't meant to be worked backwards. Sometimes the puzzles aren't supposed to be reverse engineered, so it's only work once. Alright, we got over here you got a lot of braille things. We're not gonna go into them, but you can read on them and see what they have to say. I don't know if they actually say anything interesting, but we finally got ourselves the ruby. We now have Hoenn in our hands. Yes, there's a lot of braille. There's also in the 3rd gen games they kept using braille. Another instance where they use braille is the Regis in Ruby Sapphire and Ruby and Sapphire and Emerald versions, when you were trying to catch the Regis. And now, you had to decipher the braille codes in order to figure out how to trigger awakening the Regis in the first place. Now, of course, I got a story about this. When I was in 5th grade, me and all my friends and I, all in this one class, we decided to work together to decipher the game, the braille together, so that we could all get the Regis together. And it was quite a unique experience. It was one of the only few times that bringing a game to school actually paid off. And, you know, I got to interact with friends. And, you know, that's the reason why they made Pokemon like this. It's one of the best multiplayer games out there, because everyone has it, and it's, you know, something for everyone, you know, play together with. No matter what your age. Here I'm getting all philosophical right now in my Let's Play. Alright, now that we got the Ruby, let's bring it back to Celio. Oh, that's the Ruby! I didn't even let him finish the sentence. I just give it to him. Just take it! Take my Ruby. Thank you, Blue. You're simply amazing. May I ask one more giant favor of you? No! It's not anything weird. Please, I need your help. Celio's a Tsundere! It's confirmed. While I was studying gemstones, I discovered something important. There's another gem that forms a pair with this ruby. The other gemstone is supposed to be in the Sevi Islands. Blue, please. I need you to go find the other gem. Blue, maybe a fairy pass and town map. Okay, I'll just hand them over. You didn't even get to ask me if I wanted to give it to him. This is my own fairy pass. It will let you go to all the Sevi Islands. Blue, please. I can't do it without your help. So yeah, those two oval-shaped holes are actually both. They were actually there before and were meant to fit the gemstones in. So it was a bit of like an Easter egg to what was going to happen before we actually did all of this, foreshadowing in a way. And also what he just did is upgrade our town map so we could see all the islands and actually visit them all with our Sevi Pass. Hey Blue, why are you here, T-Fairy28? What are you doing here in the Sevi? I just asked you that! You should quit copying me, you know? Anyways, I already got my Pokemon eggs, so I'm done with this island. I bet you don't even know about Pokemon eggs. You'll never fill your national Pokedex that way. By the way, I saw someone we both know on this island. Why don't you go look around if it makes you curious? Me, I don't have the time to waste. Be smelling you. Wow, he just loaded on the information there. Of course, I'll cover all of this in the next episode, because I kind of reached the end of this episode. I just wanted to quickly get the Ruby and finish up one island so I could unlock access to the other islands. Of course, all of which I'll talk about in the next episode. He also talked about Pokemon eggs, which I'll also talk about. Okay, I'll just quickly talk about it. These islands came about recently because of one of the mechanics of breeding, making Pokemon eggs. And that you can only do via the Pokemon Daycare, which is all the way in the top left corner. Unless you missed it, then I suggest you rewind your video back a couple seconds and see the man standing there in some Pokemon out of place, in a way. Okay, so got that sort of out of the way. But yeah, that's my quick synopsis on this island. I'll be covering the islands in the rest of this post-game Let's Play. So, we've reached the end of this episode. In the next episode, we are going to be covering the rest of the Sevi Islands and hopefully getting that other gemstone for our Tsundere Celio. So, I will see all of you guys in the next episode.